last week and the mood? Any updates?
Not many. No.
So last week, the week before the last, you were feeling tired and exhausted, and last week it added to a little bit of like feeling, I don't know, misunderstood by everything and kind of like tired of everything that's been going on.
I don't even remember what I was saying last week, to be honest with you. I remember I was moodier, right, than usual, but I don't remember my exact words. So.
I'm just trying to follow up, so I want to start getting into, the phases of this mood, how it goes up and down, what makes you feel a certain way, just to observe, because every person
we didn't have hot water for like some of that week.
But what about now? Do you have hot water now?
Now, yeah. I have to check though, because they'll shut it off without warning too, so.
Jesus, that's no good at all. Living without hot water, that's against any, common sense, basically.
Yeah. Exactly. Common sense.
They're supposed to notify, it's supposed to be within certain hours. It's not supposed to be, lasting for weeks.
Oh, no, it's on and off. Like, exactly. It just gets more complicated in, with the, regulations. It's, has to be within a certain range, you're right, of standards. But it would be like, maximized to my misery. So.
Makes sense, okay.
You're quoting me? That's interesting.
Not quoting, because I don't memorize everything word by word. I'm just trying to sum up, because the idea is that you are your own expert. You are expert in your life, on yourself. And since we're doing verbal mental health therapy, we are touching upon certain areas of life that you would like to adjust, to change, or to move closer. And it's just normal to keep track on the mood, to understand, to get your awareness at the level where okay, when this is happening, that really turns off everything. Like, my mood is just like getting destroyed by certain things. That's what I'm applying to. And since we've been working together for a bit, it's really like there are certain situations that making you feel certain way. What do you think?
I don't even know what to say, because I'm not a mood person, but when stuff happens, it just is ridiculous. It does affect my mood, but I don't walk around all day thinking very self-centeredly, oh, it's my mood. It's just some of the stuff that happens is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. Do you ever feel in any situations that you kind of looking at yourself, that you are a director or a cameraman and those things are just happening?
Oh my God, not in a positive way. I feel sabotaged, and for years, my life has been sabotaged, and that's how I feel. It might be a setup, but it would be the opposite of a creative effort that went well. It would be not well for me. If they're making a film, they're doing it to make money, but I'm not making money, so it wouldn't feel good.
That makes sense, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like this feeling that something's happening just
Not clearly, I'm just trying to grab
watch
for
what's
it.
happening.
What?
I was saying that the feeling of you just looking at things that are going on and you kind of looking at it happening to you rather than taking active actions in there.
I wish I could say that, but no, because like when I have to put in like a massive effort to do something, or I'm sick, it's me that's being sick. I can't separate myself from that, really. You know, I keep it in perspective in the sense that I'll acknowledge the events that are occurring, and I'll understand that like sick Ilona is not, you know, like tired Ilona is not the same as, you know, Ilona just took a nap, but you know, it's still like I can't separate myself from this. It's not that's not a healthy idea. Are you frozen? Oh my god, your face is like stuck. Oh my god.
Okay, we are back.
Hi.
Great. Hi, is everything okay?
Yeah. I almost took a nap while you were out. It was like 10 minutes. I restarted my phone too, just in case maybe it was my phone.
Yeah, no, I was here. I wasn't out. I was here this whole time, and every time that you join, I see you like in a lineup on the screen that you joined. It was nothing, and I tried to call, and the phone was disconnected, so I wasn't sure what actually is going on.
Okay, well,
I'm glad you're back.
Okay.
We do really have a few minutes left, but let's try to make it productive. So my goal today was to introduce you to the concepts of dissociation and depersonalization. When we dissociate, it's usually, sometimes during the conversation when one can just tune out and have a whole different thoughts, thinking process in their head while something's going on. And depersonalization is when we started discussing earlier, sometimes when we can watch ourselves being in the situation and having this like not fully grounded experience. Maybe that is related usually to the past trauma or something of that sort.
Oh no, I'm making a comment on the video call just went for a minute. It was like bugging. Not about what you're saying.
Oh, okay. So just to explore if you ever experienced anything of that sort, because again, life is full with different events, and sometimes we just find ourselves in something and then finding out that was actually traumatic.
It's different what you're saying from just a situation being out of my hands and out of control, because I know what I say and what I do, it affects how I live, but not entirely. It's almost like mostly it's depressing because it's entirely up to like this other class of people, and they seem so like otherworldly too. Like, I don't know, like the people I talk to, like you even, like we don't really understand each other, even though like you're gonna tell me you try.
Oh, of course, and feeling understood is something that I guess it is important, and I appreciate you trying to express yourself at least. I appreciate that.
Okay.
I see myself here more of a tool, whatever we try, the goal is to maybe get there, to get you to the point of understanding maybe some of the aspects I can understand better than the others, and just to provide you with space where you can express yourself really.
Well, like the point of our conversations for me is like almost like at this point in time, I don't really have a clear set goal. So I don't know if that's a good thing for you or for me, but like I get what I get out of it, and so do you, and it's, I don't know how to control like everything, so.
What would be a good outcome if you can dream, or if you had ever any expectations from therapy as a concept, what you thought it would be for you?
Oh man, like what I thought about therapy as a kid, like when I heard about it, like that sort of thing.
Maybe not as a kid, as an adult, before you started, like in the clinic.
Like when it was about other people, not about me.
What you thought it is, what it looks like. Like
I thought about it before, like I was in it. I don't know what I thought about it. I thought people may be like, they're losers and they. This is what I thought before. Like maybe they just need some sort of like person or something. But like now that I'm in it, oh my, I don't even know what to make of it. I don't know what to say about it. Or like not even with you, like before that. Oh man, I could talk about that, but I don't want to talk about it with you because I feel like it would not be beneficial. Oh my god. Yeah, like, and it's not like I have it. It's just it's difficult. I can say that it's difficult.
You say you feel like I would not understand. You said I feel I would not be the individual. Like, is that what I heard?
No. I feel like it wouldn't be beneficial for me to just voice my opinion about like therapy or whatever I think.
No, it is.
I almost feel sometimes like you're trying to catch me on something. Like when you ask me, like you're trying to catch me on something, which is like sort of true with like the general idea of therapy. Like somebody's trying to diagnose you, they're trying to pinpoint what it is that's bothering you or bothering the system about you. But I don't know, I feel different, like, about myself, so I don't know, like, that's about what I think about, like, that.
Well, yes, of course, it is aimed to be. I'm not sure if we understand the catching the same way, but what I understand catching you, meaning I revisit. I ask, what did you expect? What do you want from it sometimes? Because you've been in the clinic for a bit, and I wonder if it's any beneficial for you. If that's what you want, if this is how you think the work should work, supposed to work, because based on your comments, based on your feedback, that's how my job can be adjusted. That's how we can, maybe take slight turns to certain other discussions. That is beneficial when you voice it, of course, 100%.
I'm gonna have a hard time voicing it because I feel like unintelligent about like the ideas about what I'm expecting now from therapy. I feel a little bit, like, slow down, Ilona. Just let it be. Maybe it'll go your way, But I feel like it ties into the whole idea of what I even expect from people before. It's different. I expected just from regular people that I would associate with. I used to expect from them different things, like more honesty. I think I've come across many dishonest people since way back when. So, So it's different, like.
Yeah. No, dishonesty in general, working with trust and honesty and expectations from people, putting on top some instances where things were not going as planned or not as expected. Of course, that reflects. That reflects for sure.
Things don't go as expected for like anyone, actually. So that makes me feel better that it's not just me. That's me. That's just, it makes me feel better. Is that wrong? Maybe that, sometimes when I see somebody's trying to get at me and they were expecting to, and then they didn't, that's good enough for me. Even though, whatever.
Well, if it's not wrong, if we're talking, since it's a mental health clinic, if we're talking about depression episodes, if we're talking about anxiety episodes, there are ways and things to work around it. But my goal is to invite you there, to make you interested, even as an experiment, even as something that you would be interested to do for like a couple of weeks, just to see if it's going to be any different. Because if we're going to discuss the same things and if you will do the same things, we won't get to a different result, because that's where we started from.
So what did you say? What do you want to do?
Just to try something different, just to explore what you would be interested in, just to see what gives you, what brights up your day, what makes your day worse. Certain people, situations, I don't know, sounds, foods, whatever. To have it listed, to understand what's giving you, what is supportive and what's discouraging, if that makes sense.
Supportive of what exactly?
Say, remember how you were describing, like, when it was during winter and very little bit of sun during the day and you felt headaches? Like winter weather stuff, it's difficult to function and it increases lower moods. What about now, when the spring is coming, when we have more green outside, when the day's longer? Does it make you feel any different? Not better, just different.
I don't have a headache right now. I don't have a headache.
See, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Because we've been talking about it for a bit, and it was a permanent thing, every day thing. Who knows, maybe eventually I will encourage you to use some social support, I don't know. You get out there and get some family groups, go watch a movie, or sign up for a group, something. Because New York State and New York City specifically can offer very many social supports. for single moms, for like people that are interested in art, bunch of stuff.
Yeah, sometimes I feel that it's nice here. It could still be like nice and like wild and with cool people, maybe.
Yeah. Well, how about I will let you be this week and think about how do you want our work to be? Like to voice yourself. Maybe you can prepare yourself. Maybe you can write certain things.
Well, you know what we started the conversation with? Like, I don't know, maybe that was like your plan. You were saying you ever feel like, you know, everything is just kind of like a movie director or whatever. It was this where you were leading this to. It's like, and now you're asking me, how about my plan? But if there's a director, and then it's not my plan, it's the director's plan.
The director question is about the concept, so it's also part of my job to give you this, like, give you the information of how those things hold, say when people are, what depression is, what anxiety is, what's the difference, what's anxiety attack, what's panic attack, what's the difference, what's dissociation, what's the depersonalization, and what's the difference.
Honestly, some of these situations that I've been in that I've ever thought, maybe I would have something that looked like a panic attack. I'm not sure, like, the police or whoever would come to my aid wouldn't feel filthy about it, because the number of people that were, like, evidently to me, like, harassing me, like, in the immediate surroundings, like, they would feel ashamed to just ignore it, I think, you know? And I said that, and it sounds whack to you, but that's what I think about, and it makes me less paranoid. That maybe some people still have a little bit of, like, shame, and it's like, I don't know. You know, but it's like all this like ineptitude met somewhere, and I'm just utilizing like people's shame or whatnot to get by. I feel like a little rat in a maze. That director bit, it kind of even hurt my feelings a little, because what do you mean, like what director? Like how people believe in God or fate or something?
No. Sometimes it's like out of the body experience. Say if I'm watching some horrible things or very nice things, and it makes me almost feel like I'm out of my body and I'm just watching this happening to me. Like say, I don't know, I'm at the wedding of my friend and I'm super happy to the point that I see myself looking at her. Like there is another me in the room and I see myself happy clapping when she reads the vows to her husband to me. Like that kind of experience, that kind of director, out of the body experience. That's what I was talking about.
I don't.
No, if you haven't, you would be definitely know what I'm talking about.
It feels like drama. I'm so insecure. Like I'm up for it. I'm up for things that are like interesting like that. But I've been sitting here.
I'm just
like,
offering.
just
If that's not the case, you can always say no. That's like, it's very free. It's not a mandatory thing. I'm just saying you the stuff that is there, and something can be relatable, something is not. That's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I maybe, you know what, like sometimes like lately I feel like when I'm talking to people, like they realize and they recognize I have problems, but it's almost like they're coming to me with their problems. And like I don't mean to like put out a character that's embittered like that, but maybe I am a little bit jaded, you know? So, I don't know, that's just a thought. I was thinking about it, because, you know, people have been lately like, oh, you know, like, Ukraine's not going to get any support, or I'm going to get fired, or all these people are getting fired or something, and I'm kind of like, well, good, because it might be these people that have been making life here miserable, you know?
And that's another thing. We all are getting to the point that it's very intense. Because everybody's thinking, some people overthinking the world, the global problems, some people really worried about it.
Absolutely. I don't do it. But neither am I going to get like super fucking hyper paranoid about me being antisocial right now. Because you know what? Let it be. I'm not the one that's in control of this society. So if there's a director like that, that would be fucking interesting. Excuse my language.
Social thing, I would say, imagine if it's a supportive social structure, if it's similar, people similar to you, if it's moms around your age, so women that have parenting experience, women that have been struggling financially, that been struggling with social isolation, that don't have support
I have like
system,
no peers though. I really don't, because I feel like some of these people, they're gonna say they're struggling, but their struggles have not been my struggles, and I could clearly see that. Like first conversation, second conversation I have with them, and I don't want to like force myself to feel uncomfortable. I'd rather work on being social with people that I am attracted to. Because either way, it feels like a push and pull.
Is it supposed to be like attraction from the get-go? Just
What do
like
you mean, like
say,
with friends or with like a support system?
yeah. Say, what kind of people in a social setting you would be initially attracted to have a conversation with? Who would you be comfortable talking to?
I don't know, but neither do I feel like so low down that I'm gonna like take your advice right now and go looking for like strangers' affections. Now it's not the point in my life where
Advice, not the strangers.
Well,
Okay.
not like like you were mentioning moms, other moms, seems safe and secure, but to me it's just uncomfortable, and like some of your suggestions, they seem practical and common sense, but it's very difficult to explain why they wouldn't work for me. But somebody would understand, so.
Still something to work on. Have you ever tried to use any community resources? Like there are stuff that
I do sometimes, because I'm poor. So.
You say there is this place, it's closer to the Yankee Stadium, and it's called the Bronx Hype. They offer breakfast, they have family Fridays where they offer food, and sometimes there are like board games just for community. So it's never granted.
Well, I'm in
either.
Brooklyn, I'm not in the Bronx, it's pretty far.
No, I'm saying because I work in the Bronx, so it's not a suggestion for you to do, it's just I'm saying what kind of stuff I've been recommending to clients.
No, I understand that. I understand. I just, I'm good. I'm alright. Like, socially, I'm okay. I've been busy. It's not that. I just feel like I can't even, like, there's nothing I could really, I can't complain.
Okay, so this week, it's been better, you've been busy, and you've been really okay.
Tired, tired, but there's less people making noise, this week, because there was loads of people like right in the apartment next door.
Okay, so I see my 115 is joining now, and we will need to wrap up. I'm glad that you had some
See
time.
you next week.
Whatever happened with this connection, I'm glad that
There's the plan. There's the director. See you next week.
Okay, I'll see you next week, and please let me think how you would want our work to go. Like, what would be your goals if you can set ones? Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Take
We'll see you
care.
next week. Bye.